you're going to learn how to be an expert at calculating the period, and thus the number of cycles in 2 pi or 360, which we also refer to as b in our sinusoidal equation. It's the coefficient in front of x or theta in the equation. So after watching the video, be prepared to explain to your group how to calculate the period, and then the number of cycles, so how to calculate b for any given real-world situation. So please pause this video and watch problem 1, and unpause it when you're ready to move on. When we talk about solving for the period, we are always looking for time it takes for the object, person, etc. to complete, I'm going to come down here, 1 cycle, revolution, etc. Sometimes in the problem the number's there and we can just use that to calculate b. Sometimes we have to do some work and figure out how long it takes to do 1 revolution or 1 cycle. So on this Ferris wheel, the first problem tells us that it completes 1 complete revolution every 10 seconds. So we know that the Ferris wheel, starts probably down low, goes up, comes back down every 10 seconds. So I automatically know that my period is 10. And I'm going to use that to calculate b. So don't forget b is equivalent to 2 pi over p, or 360 over p. You can use either one. There's no wrong answer. However, I'm going to choose to use the 360 just because I would assume that the majority of students would use that. So b is going to equal 360 over 10, also 36. So when we plug the b value into our equation, we would use b equals 36. Once you have this copied down, please pause the video and read problem 2 and unpause it when you're ready to move on. On problem 2, we need to do a little work. What we're looking for is how long it takes to do 1 rotation. And I think the easiest thing to do here is kind of sketch a graph. What I know is that he reaches his maximum height up here half a second after being at the lowest. So if he's at the lowest, goes up, and we know to complete 1 cycle, we need to come back down. And I know that it took from here to here, it took half a second. So what that means is that to do 1 full cycle, and it doesn't matter where he's starting, this is just what the problem gave us, that we knew his lowest and his maximum point, is that the period is going to equal 0.5 times 2, because 0.5 was from lowest to maximum, and then I need to finish it, or double it. So my period is going to equal 1. We're then going to calculate b, so we're going to use b equals 360 over my period. So 360 degrees over 1. So my b value is going to equal 360 degrees. Once you have this copied down, pause the video and unpause it. And we'll move to problem 3. Next, I know the child's jumping around at 20 revolutions per minute. So you want to know, how long does it take? How long is 1 revolution? So if we do some basic math, if I do 20 revolutions per 1 minute, I want to know how long does it take to do 1. So we're going to divide that by 60. So it takes 3 seconds for every 1 revolution. So then we know period is equal to 3 seconds. So b is equal to 360 divided by 3, which is 120 degrees. Last but not least, problem 4, when you're ready. Period is a 30-day pattern, so it does 1 full cycle in 30 days. So p is equal to 30. I can then use b equals 360 over 30, which is going to equal 12. So b is equal to 12 degrees. Again, for all these problems, you can use 2 pi if you prefer instead of 360. It's not an issue. And once you are done having this copied down, please move on to task 2.